Hi guys, Teacher Scott here. Pardon my voice, I've been fighting a little bit of a sore throat. I just wanted to give you a 2 month update. This is my second month with VIP Kid, and I know that when I was starting out, I was really reliant on people sharing their experiences, so I want to make sure that I share that with those of you who are still thinking about getting started. So, I today am 64 days in with VIP Kid. I'm finishing up my second full month. In those 64 days, I've done 139 different students for 239 classes. So that to me seems like a pretty good repeat number. That I have a lot of students wanting to take extra or second classes with me. I have some students that I've taught six, seven, 8 times over these 2 months, and I feel like that's pretty good. Um, I also have 68 five Apple parent feedbacks, which might not seem like a lot if you're not doing this yet, but that's about 28%, and I think it's at least good. It may not be excellent, but it's at least good. I know there's lots of people who are struggling to get even 10 or 15% of their classes rated with a 5 Apple feedback. It sounds like um, it's either difficult for parents to find that option where they can rate you and give you feedback, or it's just not really stressed very much. That parents don't have to do it, which I understand. But I think a 28% is good. You'll find that once you get hired, there is a raise requirement after your second contract with them, and one of the requirements for that is that you have at least 25% of your classes rated as 5 apples. So that's kind of a benchmark you can be shooting for. I can tell you about the money. In August, which was my first full month, I taught 139 classes and I made $1,378. Um, in September, I will have finished at the end of the month 133 classes and make $1,364. And the difference there is because sometimes you take a short notice class, which is an extra $2, um, things like that. There's also the incentives. You have to make at least 45 classes to get the extra dollar. Um, and I've got another video about that you can watch. This month I also will make another $100 for a referral. Their first referral that you refer gets you $100. Um, in this fall/winter period, they have these milestones. For example, on your third referral, you get I think an extra $200, all the way up to like in the most recent weekly update. I was amazed. One of the things is if you can get, I forget, it's like a couple hundred referrals, you get $16,000 bonus on top of your referral money already. So there's some people out there that are just really bringing in the referrals. Um, I think one thing I want to address in my 2 month update also is cancellations. You get 6 months contract with the company, and in that 6 month period, you're allowed 6 cancellations. Um, and for some people, I believe that they're racking up those cancellations. Part of the problem I think is that you're booking yourself 2 weeks out, and so I know that in 2 weeks things can come up, but they are pretty serious about their cancellation policy. Um, so you shouldn't overextend yourself with your schedule. You should only offer slots that you're guaranteed to be able to teach. Of course, things come up, and that's why there's the 6 cancellations. But I hear about people trying to get, a cold or a flu, and they cancel a class and trying to get that waived. Um, I mean that's what a cancellation is for. So use those 6, but no, after 6, I've heard of people getting fired immediately. So just something to keep in mind. I've gotten a lot of help from some of the Facebook groups out there. There are lots of Facebook groups. There's 2 or 3 that have a huge number of members. We're talking 7,000 people. So one of them is called VIP Kid Newbie Support. That's NEWBIE, and that's for teachers who are just starting out or people who aren't yet teachers. I would say the only reason I don't like that group a lot is that all your posts have to be approved before they can be posted. So if you need an answer quickly, sometimes you might submit a post and it's not until later in the day or even the next day that the admins approve it. Um, but that's the only option. I mean, then there's some like Florida VIP Kid teachers or something that might not have a verification process. But then the other two, there's VIP Kids Teacher Community, and I think VIP Kids Teachers. And both of those, you have to submit a screenshot of your schedule to prove that you are a teacher. So if you're a newbie, those won't help you. But anyway, those Facebook groups can be really helpful. I've gotten lots of questions answered there. I've helped answer lots of questions. It's a sharing space. Some people use it to vent. I've had some good laughs there. Excuse me. I think one of the most helpful things is that by seeing people posting questions and solutions and ideas, when you get to a class you've never taught before, you may have already seen a slide that's kind of tricky and you've heard some strategies for how to teach it. And so just kind of staying up so that, if you're prepping beforehand, you're like, oh, I've seen this slide. I remember people talking about how they approached it. Just a couple more things I want to share. One of them is around my schedule. What's working really well for me is I book a 5 a.m. Eastern, a 5:30, and a 6, and then I go to my regular day job, which I'm a teacher by trade. But that's been working really well for me. I can count on making $30 every morning before I go to work, and in a 5-day week, that's $150 right there. And then I typically work about 6 classes on a Saturday and a Sunday morning. Again, kind of the same time period, starting around 5. If I can get to bed early and I'm feeling well, I will also open up a 24-hour slot before I go to bed and just set an extra alarm. Last night I laid down at about 9 o'clock, and by 10 o'clock, my 24-hour booking had been opened for, or been taken for my 4:30 slot. So, on those days that you're feeling good, you can teach that extra class, and you also get that short notice bonus. So I just finished a 4:30 a.m. class and got $12 for it instead of 10. And now my current, I'm recording this because my next class canceled. Uh, so that's what's working for me. The last thing I want to say is, as far as side hustles go, I think VI dialed in because I've done some other stuff to try to make some side money. Most notably, I drove Uber for about a year on the weekends and at night, and for me, there's just no comparison in terms of reliability, risk. Driving Uber, driving drunk kids around. Actually, it was a good experience, but I never had any issues, and I met some cool people, and it was fine. But when you think about the mileage you put on your car and the risks that you're accepting on your vehicle and on your passengers, and it's just not as reliable. On a slow night, you're out all night, sitting in your car, trying to make $50. I can sit in my walk-in closet, click a button, book a class, and talk to a really sweet kid across the world, and really make those personal connections. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a 2-month check-in. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer them for you. Just write them below in the comments. I'll try to write back. Watch my other videos. I've done some other videos that seem to be really helpful. VIP Kid actually asked if they could use one of my videos for training purposes. And if you'd like me to help walk you through the process, I'll put my referral code down below. Just sign up for VIP Kid using that link. You'll automatically become a referral of mine, and I'll help coach you through the process. So, take care. Bye.